Hey everybody, this video brings me and Sean out to Valley Forge National Historical Park. Look at that, there is a cannon, I believe a replica cannon of course, but still a cannon facing out towards Philadelphia. Philadelphia is that way, X amount of miles. I'm not entirely sure exactly as to how many miles, but it is in that direction. And there's a reason why this cannon is facing in that direction towards Valley Forge, because back in 1777, I believe I was wrong last time we were at Valley Forge, and I said the witness tree was during the encampment of Valley Forge during 1776. 1776 is when we declared our independence. 1777, I believe, into 1778, I think, is when George Washington and his men were encamped here at Valley Forge. Never a battle here, never a war here. These cannons were not used, I mean, maybe in practice, but not used in battle here at Valley Forge, because there never was a battle here in Valley Forge, just an encampment of Washington and his men over a very, very, very cold winter. But unfortunately, at this point in the story, the British Army had actually taken over the capital, which was at that time Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So they took over the capital and they were down there having the time of their life, warm housing, eating food, just having a grand old time in the city of Philadelphia, while George Washington and his men, the Continental Army, were here in their encampment at Valley Forge, freezing, not having enough food, dealing with diseases and all kinds of stuff like that. But that is why this cannon will be facing that way, just in case of a possible, maybe, attack from the British Army. Luckily, that never actually happened. But the reason why they chose this area to actually stay and encamp in is because it was close enough to Philadelphia that they were able to keep an eye on the British Army, see what was going on, make sure, you know, nothing crazy was going down, but at the same time be far enough away from the British Army that they weren't going to necessarily be attacked. There was no immediate endangerment of them being attacked by the British Army, which is why they decided to camp here. There was trees, and they thought maybe there'd be food and whatnot, and it didn't really work out for the Continental Army so much. If you ever look into the winter here at Valley Forge, it didn't go so well for George Washington and his men in the sense of comfort. Again, not really much in the way of housing and food and warmth, and it was just a really, really cold, miserable winter. A lot of people, unfortunately, did pass away. However, it was also good because the Continental Army was actually whipped up into shape, and this is kind of where the army sort of came to be, and really where they got their strength and kind of beefed up, thanks to General von Steuben, actually, who was a Prussian general who came out here, I believe, thanks to Ben Franklin, if I'm not mistaken, came out. I'm trying to get my history right. It's been a long time, but he came out here, and General von Steuben, Persian general, actually came out here and whipped the boys into shape, and they were ready for that army that was just yonder, over those hills there in the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In fact, the town right over there is called King of Prussia, and obviously there is a reason for that, thanks to General von Steuben. If I'm saying his name correctly, I believe I am, the Prussian general who came out here and helped whip the Continental Army into shape and get them ready for battle, which, as we all know, worked out in the favor of the I don't know, what do you want to call that? The people who wanted to secede from Great Britain. There's a word I'm trying to use. My brain is going completely blank now. It doesn't matter. We're here at Valley Forge. This is awesome. So the reason why I wanted to come out here wasn't necessarily to give you a history lesson or to show you the cannons. It was to show you something else that Sean is going into right now. Look at these recreations of log cabins. How cool are these? So no, these are not the original log cabins here at Valley Forge. These are just recreations of what the men would have lived in. Apparently there were a couple different designs I heard of cabins. It wasn't necessarily one specific design, but all the ones here do look just like this. So this is what the men were sleeping in when it was cold and miserable and disgusting. Horrible, horrible, horrible cold winter here in 1777. I can't even just imagine living in one of these when it's just crazy cold outside. This is it. It's raining outside. This is what the men would have been living in. This is nuts. I can't imagine. These places were just stacked too with men. I mean, it wasn't just like one or two people living in here. It was a ton of people living in this one cabin. They had this one fire. Apparently I heard that like smoke would not necessarily go up through the chimney, but also come out through the chimney and into the actual place to make this all just completely filled with smoke. There were bed bugs and all kinds of other critters in here, and disease was quite rampant.
There's also a history. If you look behind me, you will see history, and also on the other wall too.
Yes, there are all kinds of panels here showing you guys like what it actually used to look like back in 1777. Here's the mid-19th century and the commemorative period where they went and started putting up the memorial arch there. Here we go, 1776 pre-encampment. So it was a farm out here, as you can see. Farmers grew crops and raised livestock. Interesting. There's the Elizabeth and David Steffens house there. And then here is the 1777, yes, the 1778 encampment. There you go, of George Washington and his men. As you can see, it is very wintry and snowy and disgusting out. And the transformation, why does the land around you look the way it does? There you go. Interesting. So,
It's on this side too.
oh, okay.
So it's on that side and this side, but they're showing the
Same thing. So it's pretty cool. They actually allow you to go inside the cabins here to kind of get a feel of what they were. I'm trying to find some that have the actual bunks in them. This one, here we go. This one has it. Oh, this is all new actually. This was not like this last time we were here. So as you can see, here's the bunks. There's 1, 2, 3. They were 3 high. So I guess like 6 people sleeping on just one wall, and there'd be 6 people sleeping over on this wall as well. So at least 12 men, but possibly I'd be willing to bet there's more than 12 men inside these cabins at one time. So that's what you were sleeping on. You were literally sleeping on that is so loud. You were sleeping on planks of wood out here in these cold, drafty log cabins full of smoke, full of bugs, full of disease. That just sounds like a horrible, horrible time to me. Here's precious and vital, a soldier's gear. So you got the hatchet, powder horn, folding knife, musket pick and brush, shoe buckle, wooden spoon, and the bayonet. What are you looking at there? Oh, it just tells you all about staying at home or stay at home or become a soldier. Oh, choices. I didn't really realize you had a choice. If you live in the colonial America, would you support the long-standing British monarchy or a new continental revolution? Would you take up arms knowing the risk to your life and to your family? If you joined up, could you endure the 12-mile marches, weeks without adequate food, constant fear of disease, and the loss of comrades? Would you desert or complete your term of enlistment? Those who choose to go a soldiering traded the relative stability of home front for the hardships of the encampment. Yeah, I don't know what I would have done. That would have what would you have done? Would you have joined? I mean, come on, the monarchy is they're oppressing you. You don't have any representation. You're getting hardly taxed. It's not they're being jerks to you basically. They're saying like, oh, you live all the way. We're Great Britain. You colonialists live all the way over across the ocean. We don't really care about you. We're not gonna treat you right. We're gonna be kind of jerks to you. Would you like that? No. Or would you join the army and say, you know what? We're gonna stand up to you. We're gonna secede, and we're gonna be our own new nation. What would you do? Join the army or stay at home?
Stay at home.
Yeah, honestly, I probably would have too. I would have liked the idea of seceding, but I don't know. I may have stayed at home. I'm not a fighter.
Oh, Daddy.
What? Yes, we can go inside this one.
Oh.
What? Oh, can you walk around? Well, yeah, walk around the puddle.
Still.
I'm glad he saw that puddle because I would have looked right past it.
I was like, oh.
So here you go. This gives you a better idea. There we go.
Yes,
This gives you a better idea.
These are the cabins.
Yeah, this is what you would have slipped. That is just hard wood. I'm sure maybe they put down some straw or something like that, which is probably full of all kinds of fun bugs and whatnot.
And also, if you lived on the top bunk, you could hit your head on the ceiling.
Yes, you very well could. Get up in the middle of the night, have a bad dream, and just smack your head. Oh, there we go. Get up in the middle of the night with a bad dream or something, and just smack your head onto the.
Oh.
Do you want to lay in there? Can you do it? Go ahead, you can lay in there if you want.
This is hard. It's not even hard to get.
Watch your head. You're going in wrong. Here, sit down. Watch, sit down, and then you gotta put your back down first. No, you don't do it like that. You go like this, like that. All right, well, you guys kind of get the idea. There's not much room in there. All right, Kira. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Some people couldn't even figure out how to get in and out of their bunks, apparently. So, all right, guys, there you go. Just want to give you an idea of what that was like. So pretty cool to actually come out here and see these recreations of the log cabins of how the men would have been living back in 1777 into 1778 here at Valley Forge National Historical Park during the Revolutionary War. Again, right over there, right over those hills over there, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, British Army over there, the tyrants trying to remain in control of the colonies over here. But we weren't having that. I mean, I might have had it because again, I don't know if I would have been fighting. I'm kind of a wuss. Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't, who knows. Back in 1777, maybe I would have been a much braver man than I am now. Not so used to the comforts of home. I don't know, but again, right over there was them. They chose here because they could keep an eye on the British Army, be far enough away that they weren't going to necessarily be attacked. And they whipped the Continental Army into shape. George Washington, General von Steuben, they all came out here, whipped the Continental Army into shape, got them ready for battle. So once the harsh winter of 1777 into 1778 was over, they were ready to fight, and they did so, and they did quite well. Now we have the United States of America, thanks to that transformation of the American Army. There you go. Here we go. Prussian General Frederick William D. I thought it was von Steuben. Is it D. Steuben? Did I have I been getting his name wrong this entire time? I might have. Why do I think it was von Steuben? It's D. Steuben. If I'm saying his last name correctly, I don't know. I don't really speak Prussian, so it's D. Steuben. My bad. Whatever. Okay. Hey, you learn something new every day. I will admit to my mistakes. So, Prussian General Frederick Wilhelm D. Steuben brought European discipline to the Continental Army. From dusk to dawn, his voice was heard above the sound of marching men as he shouted commands in simulated battles. He trained them for the eventual campaign they would wage against the British Army. So there you go. D. Steuben, not von Steuben. Wow. All right. I'll have to remember that for future talks about Valley Forge. But all right, guys, that's it. We're going to go. Just want to come out here, show you guys these cool log cabins. If you're out here in the area of the Valley Forge National Historical Park, come out here, check this place out. Go into the log cabins. It's really cool. As a kid, I used to love doing that. It was one of my most favorite things to do here in Valley Forge as a kid was to go into the log cabins because, I mean, how cool is that? In fact, you can actually go inside them. That is pretty cool. Awesome of the Park Service to allow you to do that and to have the recreations to kind of show you what it was like, the hardships of the winter of 1777 into 1778. So, all right, we're going to go. So, as always, guys, oh, what? Yep.
And also, we're going to have to go home and
change our shoes.
Yeah, change your shoes and our socks.
It's a little.
It goes into your shoes.
It's a little wet today, but think about it. Our somewhat wet shoes, nothing compared to the hardships of the men here.
Yes.
In 1777, yeah. Could you imagine being out here in the cold? Remember when it's all super cold? Those horrible cold winters we have here in Pennsylvania. It's cold. It's windy. It's snowing. And you're living in a drafty log cabin. There's bugs crawling around.
I'd rather be at home.
There's disease.
In the snow then.
There's diseases. Smoke's filling up your log cabins. I know. And then you don't have enough food to eat. So you're eating very little amounts of food, just enough to kind of keep you alive. And not only are you doing that, but you have to get up very early in the morning and train to become a soldier. So very late at night. And you probably have chores on top of that. I'm sure you have to keep your log cabins. I
don't like chores.
You were the one who had to build these log cabins. These weren't built for you. You had to build them. Imagine doing all that. So I think our damp, wet shoes are an okay trade-off in my opinion. So all right, again, we're gonna go, guys. So that's it. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and all my stores as well. Also check down below for a link to Cinema Sickness, my other channel, where I do daily videos on thrifting and shopping and finding cool retro toys and movies and whatnot.
And you will get notifications for the next video if you hit the bell. Remember that, okay?
So what do you want to do to the bell?
You want to click that bell.
No, you want to smash that bell and hit that like button.
Yeah. So you go, oh, it didn't work. Yeet.
Smash it. All right, guys, so that's it.
Because it won't work if you just go.
It probably won't. But anyway, guys, that's it. So I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one, guys. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.